another day at the Kangaroo Court in Ottawa. And there's a real powerful message and adage that we should not forget about. It was Sun Tzu's Art of War. When the enemy is busy killing themselves and defeating themselves, don't get in the way. And we're not getting in the way. Today was really, really interesting at another judicial pretrial in Ottawa. And for example, we had a friend of the court came into the courtroom to take notes and to provide assistance, and be a friend of the court, Brian Duty. And the Crown objected to a friend of the court, and the judge consented, and lawyer Brian Duty was removed from the courtroom. So I was left all alone once again to deal with and dance with the devil, Tim Whiteman, and the Ottawa Court. So a couple little points. They don't want me to be saying anything about what happened in the court. It's too important that we keep a cloak of secrecy over the actions and the activities of the Crown in a judicial pretrial. So of course, you can tell I'm abiding by that wish completely today. But there's some interesting elements on this. I finally got some additional disclosure. The Crown had been sitting on 4.5 hours of videotape evidence for 2 years that they had just forgotten about including in the disclosure. I sent them an email last night, and lo and behold, they found it today. Wasn't that nice of them? I've got 12 other items on that list that they haven't done yet, and we're going to keep pushing on them, because as we've seen with all these mischief trials resulting from the police occupation of Ottawa in February 2022, and that's really what it was. That was the only occupation, was the police occupied the city of Ottawa in January and February 2022. We know that the Crown and the police have been hiding, not revealing, destroying material relevant evidence to many of these cases during January and February 2022. So we're going to play along. This is going to be continuing. My next judicial pretrial will be in February 2024, nearly 2 full years after the start of this. The Crown has found time to have judicial pretrial motions heard in September of 2024. And they're attempting to schedule a trial date for the great assault on Parliament Hill for January and February 2025. 4 years after the alleged events happened. 2022, 2023, 2024, well, into the 4th year, pardon me. Which many of you know that all Canadians have a right to a fair and speedy trial. Approaching 4 years. Anyway, stay tuned. Have a very Merry Christmas. The Kangaroo Court will be back in session in February. I'm sure it'll be back in session for other grand misdemeanors of the police occupation. And we have to continue to support all those people who are facing this great burden and this great onslaught by this legal machine and this legal monster in Ottawa that is causing so much harm and injury to so many people. But until then, have a very Merry Christmas.